One.
Okay. All right. So that way that, we're on camera. So. All right. So here's the start of a project that you want to make money on the internet. Here's the end result, which is the actual money you want to make off the internet. And what does it all point to? It points to leads, right? That's what we're talking about. Leads. Okay, so how you're going to have leads? You're going to have buyer leads, you're going to have non-buyer leads, right? We all know that. So what are we going to sell? We're going to sell education. We're going to data mine our data. We're going to sell our data. We're going to downsell, upsell. We're going to have continuity residual ticket items. We're going to sell bonuses and one-time sales. How we're going to do that? The funnel report, and this is where ASI comes in, right? They're kind of that automated part here. But they're only right here, okay? This is where ASI shines. Before that, you gotta do this. So, first things first is we use psychologically to start to funnel this into our micro niche, right? We use the 5 F's. People base their lives on faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, and that's usually the order it's gonna be in. We use those psychological ways, terms, and things how to sell, and we use the primal branding code. So when creating this whole .com, which in this case, let's just say we're talking about the crowdfunding thing, it would be St. George crowdfunding.com. This is what we're going to, like, just for an example, this is what we're talking about. So in this case, when we implement with the know of this, we're implementing it. We're going to use the primal branding, primal code, which is creating the creation story about crowdfunding, creating the creed, some of the rituals, the icons, the non-believers, the sacred words, and the leaders. These are all things that we implement in how we're going to create the traffic, capture the leads, and convert them into sales. Now, the things that we're going to use is best practices of Google. We're keeping it real simple and stupid. So this is all public information. It's just, this is how it kind of converts into what this is going to become. We're going to be using the evergreens, things that are sexy, comedy, controversial, politics, faith, religion, interruptions, shock and awe. This is what our videos and all our content and copy are going to consist of, depending on who we're going after, right? So all this shakes into, first off, the brainstorming. We're using the build, grow, scale, learn, test, and teach. Okay, now this is all according to the crowdfunding project that we're doing. First thing we're doing is we're brainstorming the micro niche. This is why I picked this .com already, because I'm already down here in this. We're already here in this whole process. Brainstorming the micro niche. So we go into SEO, graphic art, collateral. This is where we were talking about yesterday, and I haven't talked to Sam, but I've talked to you and Bruce on the list of things right here on that list yesterday of the things that we need to make this all a reality so that we're not focusing, Shalaco, so that we're not focusing on these guys, because this is how I need to bring in some bread and butter right now in order for me to do that, right? So in order for me not to do that, we need to focus on these things that we were talking about, right, yesterday. In order for that to happen, so we're right here. So right now what we need is we need logos, social collateral. When I mean by collateral, that means graphic arts. And this is the logos, the social banners, the banners for other websites and whatnot, headers, print media, and then we got the research of the keyword phrases, the URLs, getting them, which I already got one, get them ready for the video, which is what Tony and I are doing currently. Then we're going to plug that into social, video, websites, blogging. It's kind of a mini launch. Okay? So then we test. We do the analytics. We start to scale up and we duplicate. And we, of course, keep up with evolving, or flat out you'll dissolve. So this is like when you say there's a never ending, there is no end, but that's why at the end of all this, you're evolving and, keeping away from the dissolving point. Now you plug all this into the automation of where ASI picks up. and you create, you're plugged into this funnel, and that's where you're developing these leads. Okay, you're going to have two kinds. You're going to have the buyers and the inquiries. And then once you get to this point, there's a whole other section of the board, which is actually after you've collected all your sales and all your data, you can now do things with that. So these two are data sales and data mining, which is something you do when those leads are seasoned. And that's a whole other monetization. But that's it. That's how you make money on the internet. Really basic, really short. In how much time? Less than 6 minutes. So in less than 6 minutes, this is at a snapshot how you, I'm sure I forgot a few things, but this is basically how you make money on the internet. Now, without this, you then have, right, you have,
Good luck, dude.
There's a few other things here, like merchanting, you have coding, you have
texting,
you have IT, you have customer service, you have development,
call centers.
There's all these things that you miss out on this. So that's a whole other board worth of stuff that I already know how to do.
Oh, that's an enormous amount of money.
It's just, that's why we were up in the 5, 6.
Enormous.
We were at 4, 5, 6.
So,
because now this.
Here, press pause on your video then.
So that's it.
Do it. Do it.